Hey guys, today, I haven't made geography videos in quite a while. So today, I will be doing a possible scenario of what World War III could turn into. As we all know, there's been some struggles over here, like, really badly. So, so if you guys don't know about this, basically, red is going to be the attacker and blue is going to be the defender. And whatever this color is, this will mean like a occupied territory. And real quick, I'll just make a new pattern. I'll just make a brand new pattern and let me reverse the colors real quick. Okay, so now you got everything, and let's start off. So as you already know, there's been some struggles over by Ukraine. So we're gonna start off of the Russia Ukraine, like Europe, and then we'll move to different scenarios of what could happen around the world. So obviously we're gonna put Ukraine on the blue side, and as of right now, Ukraine, uh, basically Volodymyr Zelensky has just recently said that he wants Ukraine to join NATO, and yeah, that may have already happened. I can't actually remember. And we'll put Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia on the blue side. And we'll also put Poland on here. And the Czechoslovakia area. Okay, Germany we'll put in blue. Italy. Oh wait. So also this right here means no data. Um okay. Well, we all know Switzerland and its long-standing neutrality. For some reason, Vatican City and San Marino aren't on this map, but that's completely fine. Well, I'm gonna make Andorra stay neutral because it wouldn't really help with anything. We'll have Spain and Portugal joining, and with Portugal joining, we're putting the UK on here. And Ireland doesn't really like the UK, so we'll put it on the red team. Belgium and the Netherlands and Luxembourg will be on the blue side, although Luxembourg doesn't really make sense in this war. Austria and Hungary, Slovenia and Croatia, and let's add Bosnia and Herzegovina, Montenegro, Kosovo, Albania, North Macedonia, and Greece, Bulgaria, Romania, and Moldova. The reason I put Moldova in blue is because Russia accidentally leaked their plans after they invade Ukraine to invade Moldova. So yeah, we're adding Moldova in here, and Serbia we'll just put on the red side, and same with Belarus. And Greece doesn't like Turkey, but at the same time they're allies with NATO, so I'll just put them on blue. And Then we'll add Finland because we all know what happened with the Winter War. And there we go. We did it. And, well, we might as well just add Legoland too. And Cyprus will also add in here. And most likely, if needed, Kazakhstan and Armenia, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, Tajikistan, and Kyrgyzstan. Okay, Georgia and Azerbaijan are going on blue simply because Azerbaijan is allies with Turkey. And they don't want to get invaded by Russia. Okay, so this is what it looks like right now. And yeah, this is the entire front. And we're just putting people on teams for the next couple minutes, and then we'll get into the real fighting. And next, we're going to the Middle East. There's been some struggles over there. Like, basically Israel and other places such as Syria, Iraq, and Iran have been, kinda hostile towards them. So, and also Iraq and Syria are not doing well with Turkey, so that would also be a problem. And in this case, Jordan will be forced into the war. Saudi Arabia, Oman, UAE, maybe Bahrain, and Qatar and Kuwait. And with that, Yemen would join the red side. Oh wait, I did not mean to do that. So with that, we're almost done. Because Palestine has long-standing disagreements with Israel, we'll just say that Syria invaded Lebanon. And there we go. So this will be pretty good. And now, one of the most popular things right now, besides the Russian-Ukrainian war, is the possible invasion of Taiwan. So, the places will most likely join. We'll add South Korea and then we'll add South Korea in this war, and we'll also add Japan. And if possible, we might as well add the US and Canada since they're NATO members. And with that, that would also add Vietnam into this war, and maybe Thailand, and the Philippines. And I don't know if Malaysia is actually an ally of the US. Let me Google that. Okay, I Googled this because I don't really know. So in this case, Malaysia has joined the side of. Okay. Because of this, we're gonna see if Brunei would join the war. Okay, is. Okay. So in this case, Google didn't really answer my question, so kinda, but yeah, we're adding Brunei here. And Indonesia, and let's just add Singapore too. And with that, I don't actually know if Timor-Leste is gonna join this. So we're put Cambodia, Laos, and Myanmar. All are pretty relatively poor countries. So they'd most likely join on the aid of China. And with that, we'll add Mongolia as well. And we can't forget North Korea, man. And also, I forgot to mention, pitch black means the area has been bombed. So, I'll just add. Okay, so in this case, uh, let me just add this to the palette. And also, we'll add this. And that was just for an example. So, China hasn't been bombed. And, we'll add Papua New Guinea. And pretty much all of Oceania is gonna be on the blue side. Yeah, literally all of Oceania is gonna be on the blue side. And things get complicated right here. Because Afghanistan is under Taliban rule right now, I'll put it on red. And I don't really know what to do with India because Russia and China are in this war. It's really confusing. Because India is a Russian ally, but at the same time they hate China. And since China is the aggressor of Taiwan, they might have to join the blue side, and that would obviously lead Pakistan into this war. And I don't know much about Nepal and Bhutan and Bangladesh. I mean, just ask Javed Karim, one of the founders of YouTube. Like, I don't know much about it, so just ask one of the founders of YouTube, man. And now stuff starts to kick off in the Americas. So Cuba and Venezuela will be on the red side, and pretty much all of all of Latin America will be on the blue side. And Nicaragua is pretty is a pretty controversial country to talk about due to the horrible economy, and the leaders are piece of some piece of crap. So I'll put Nicaragua on the red. And I'll put Costa and no. So Costa Rica I'll just leave neutral since they barely even have an army. And Panama doesn't really have an army either. They just have the US protecting them, so the I'll just add Panama and Costa Rica. Let's just say the US is helping them out. And because Puerto Rico isn't a country, uh, yeah, it's a territory, so I'll just leave it there. Jamaica and the Bahamas, I'll just put right here. And Haiti and the Dominican Republic are kind of confusing because both of them had dictatorship. So I'll just put Haiti and the Dominican Republic on different sides. Kind of a risky move. Then pretty much all of South America will be on the blue side. And all of these places, these islands are different countries, and we'll just add we'll just add these to the blue side for naval bases. Trinidad and Tobago will be added. And because French Guiana is a French territory, it's going to be blue. Guyana and Suriname will join the war. So will Colombia, due to its huge love for America. Ecuador, Peru, Chile, Argentina, Uruguay, Paraguay, and Brazil. I'm gonna leave Bolivia neutral since it's a really poor country. I'll just leave it neutral. And because we added Legoland to the blue side, we gotta add Greenland and Iceland. Although Iceland isn't controlled by Denmark. And really the only place we have left to talk about is Africa. Africa, I don't even know how to start. But we're gonna add Namibia, South Africa, Lesotho, and Swaziland to the blue side. And we'll also add Madagascar. And Mozambique, I'll also add. And Zimbabwe, I really don't know where to put it because it was a dictatorship at one point by Robert Mugabe. So I don't know. Botswana, I'll just put on the blue side. I don't know. I don't know Africa that well, so we'll just add Malawi and Zambia and Zimbabwe on the blue side. And we always got the Somali pirates, so the only problem is that they didn't include Somaliland. So it's kind of a problem. So we'll just put it like this, and Somaliland hates Somalia. Although Somaliland isn't technically a country, yeah. Okay, so we'll add Tanzania, the place where Freddie Mercury was born. Right there. And Rwanda and Burundi. I'll just leave them neutral because Burundi's the poorest country in the world. So, let's leave it there. Kenya and Uganda. I'll just add to blue. Ethiopia. Okay. Okay. Uh. Hmm. Okay. The U.S. and Egypt share, according to Google. Okay. The only problem is that I don't know what to do with Sudan, but we'll just put South Sudan on the blue and then Sudan on this side. Eritrea, I don't know what to do with them either. I'll just put them on blue. And Ethiopia we'll put on blue too. And the Chad of all of them, the Chad's gotta go on the blue. Car, hmm, hmm. Okay, we're just gonna say that they got invaded by Sudan. We're just gonna say that. The ironic thing about the Central African Republic, although its initials say car, it has the least amount of cars per capita. So a little ironic. Okay, I don't know what to do with Angola. You know what? Neutral. Neutral. Uh okay, I don't know what to do with the ROC and the DRC. Uh According to Google, they do have some bond, so I'll. And Gabon, I don't know what to do with them either. Equatorial Guinea, uh, and Cameroon, I'll just put it in the red. Nigeria, we'll put here. Niger, uh, huh. I don't know what to do with them either. I'll just put them on blue. And Morocco and the U.S. They all and it's held pretty good, or have ties, and so do Israel and Morocco. So I'll put Morocco right there. Meaning, okay, meaning that Algeria would join the red side. Then the U.S. would most likely call in Tunisia and Muammar Gaddafi. That's all I gotta say. And Western Sahara I'll put on the red side because they really hate Morocco. Really. Although it's mostly controlled by Morocco, so I'll just. The pretty controversial take on this. Mauritania. Okay, we'll put Mali on the red side too. And the Gambia and Senegal. I'll put them on the blue side. Guinea Bissau and Guinea. Okay, to even it out, I'll just do that. Okay, Liberia was formed by a ton of old American slaves who were allowed to go back to Africa. So, we'll put them on the blue side. Sierra Leone I'll also put there. Okay, Cote d'Ivoire. I'll just put them on the red side. Burkina Faso. And, It's kind of weird, I know, but I'll just put Somalia on the red side. And now we've got pretty much every country besides Angola, Switzerland, and Bolivia in this war. So, we're starting off the with Ukraine being invaded, and also they invade Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. So things are off to a pretty bad start. And unfortunately, Ukraine has fallen under Soviet rule, or technically Russian rule. Estonia fell pretty fast, and Latvia also. However, Polish troops eventually liberated Lithuania. And also, I'm gonna. So, now they invaded Moldova, and this color from now on will be used for like invading other places. And Iraq and Syria were just added to this war, and Armenia was quickly captured. And Romania, and then eventually Romanian troops helped Moldova and somehow got Ukraine back and somehow, and then after a couple fierce battles, Moldova and Ukraine were retrieved. And Serbia really is doing nothing, so everybody just plots to invade them. And with that, Serbia fell pretty fast. Meanwhile, over near the English Channel, uh, this happened. Basically, the UK was slowly falling apart. However, quickly, they regained control. And then, quickly, after over 100 fierce battles, Ireland fell. And with that, Latvia and Estonia came back, and with that, Belarus was invaded, and then after over a year, no, not over a year, Syria and Iraq had fallen, meaning that Lebanon really had no worries anymore. And now, Palestine, Yemen, and Iran were left. And Israeli troops started invading Palestine and quickly fell. And with that, also Belarus was fully taken. But this does come at a cost, as without realizing it, Iran, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, and Turkmenistan helped destroy Azerbaijan and restore Armenia and take over Georgia. which really sets off Turkey. So, Turkey ends up invading Iran, helped by Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Qatar, Bahrain, and Oman. And with that, Iran was taken in, Armenia was defeated easily, Azerbaijan and Georgia were taken back. And then, the Yemeni civil war, that happened. So, with that, Yemen was invaded and fell. And so far, India hasn't really done anything yet, so we'll just wait. 31 minutes of a YouTube video already? Dang. And with that, and with that, a front starts with India invading Pakistan and Afghanistan. And shortly after, Pakistan ends up falling. And also with that, India, Nepal, and Bangladesh all start to invade Myanmar. And due to the economy being so bad and the horrible leadership, Myanmar fell pretty quickly. And with that, an invasion happened in Laos. And later Cambodia, helped with Thailand and Vietnam. And with that, Southeast Asia looked pretty good. And with that, Afghanistan was also taken in. And now we're going to it, and now we're going to a whole nother matter, which happens in Taiwan. Basically, quickly Taiwan was occupied and unfortunately fell, which made the blue team in Asia really mad. So South Korea, with the help of Japan and the Philippines, invades North Korea successfully. And then with that, unfortunately, and with that, the Reds eventually, and with that, North Korea was liberated. And because of that, yeah, you know where I'm going with this. Oh wait, no. Basically, South Korea was bombed, which really set off Japan and the Philippines. So, we're gonna use a lighter black for bombings by the blue team, and with that bombed North Korea also. So the entire Korea Peninsula was completely bombed. So those are the first places to get bombed. And with that, because they got bombed, let's just say that they sunk to the ocean. And with that, the Philippines and Japan managed to bring back Taiwan and start a minor invasion on China, which ends up being successful, and then going to Mongolia. And with that, the Chinese front works pretty well. And a year passes, and North and South Korea end up turning into an archipelago of islands, which I will create a pattern for. So yeah, and then we'll also create a pattern for North Korea, for the Korean archipelago, which looks pretty weird. And then next, this front has pretty much closed off, and with that, Hong Kong is now this. And now, all of the Middle East / Asia powers now start an invasion on the former Soviet states, the Stans. First, they invade Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, and Tajikistan, which were pretty easy, and later Kyrgyzstan. And Kazakhstan was the hardest, which in retaliation, Kazakhstan helped eventually took out blue-controlled Mongolia, reestablished Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan, and Turkmenistan, and later Tajikistan. But then the powers quickly sweep up and eventually invade Kazakhstan, and with that, pretty much the only red country left in Asia is Russia. I know this video is long, but still. And then, eventually, Sudan starts an invasion in Egypt, and Libya helps with this. And for a brief amount of time, gets taken by Egypt. However, Egypt is one of the strongest countries in Africa, so it quickly regained itself, and Sudan was also taken, and Ethiopia, South Sudan, Kenya, Uganda, and Egypt both took down Somalia. And then shortly after this, Angola was taken, and so was Rwanda and Burundi. And the Central African Republic, or CAR, was pretty quickly taken, as as the as a majority of the soldiers couldn't get away because there's barely any cars in cars. So yeah, Cameroon was taken pretty easily also. Togo and Benin are also pretty easy. And next, they move to some of the strongest red powers. Nigeria forces, along with Chad's forces, invade Mali, Cote d'Ivoire, and Guinea, and Guinea-Bissau. And all that's really left in Africa of the Reds are Algeria, Libya, and Mauritania. Mauritania was pretty easily captured, and Algeria, over 2 years, was invaded due to the large desert. And then all that's left is Libya. With that, Libya starts going insane and invades a ton of these places. Also takes Niger, Mali, Mauritania, and Western Sahara, Chad, Sudan, Egypt, and later Eritrea, Djibouti, Somalia, Ethiopia, Kenya, Uganda, South Sudan, DRC, ROC, Gabon, Equatorial Guinea, Cameroon, Nigeria, and CAR. And with that, it's almost completely fallen. And then these countries were pretty easy to take. And with that, the blue African nations are slowly decreasing. And then Tanzania, Malawi, Mozambique, and Zambia were taken. So was Angola, Namibia, and Botswana, and Zimbabwe, and Malawi, Rwanda, and Burundi, and Eswatini was taken, and South Africa was taken, and Lesotho. And later, a naval voyage captured Madagascar, meaning that the entire continent of Africa is under red rule. Somehow, after the bombings, somehow they reformed. And with that, Mongolia and China got themselves back together, took back Myanmar, Laos, and Cambodia, and took over Bhutan and Nepal, and also took over Taiwan, the Philippines, Malaysia, Brunei, Thailand, Vietnam, and Indonesia. Guys, this is completely unrealistic, so don't believe this would happen once World War III ever breaks out. Then Papua New Guinea and most of Oceania was captured. Then Australia was taken, and all that's really left is Fiji and sorry guys, I just fixed my Discord because one of my friends was spamming. Yeah. So then everything seems wrong in the world. However, New Zealand takes back a ton of islands. Stop. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm back. Well, he's still spamming the word. Anyways, the blue side's being restored, and Brunei, Malaysia, the Philippines, Thailand, and pretty much all of these places get invaded. And Taiwan gets back, and so is North Korea. And with that, China is invaded once again, and Nepal and Bhutan get taken back. So is Mongolia. And then the blue side quickly retrieves a ton of their land. And the blue side gets a ton of land back. And and with that, quickly South Africa retrieves itself and takes Mozambique back and takes pretty much every country back. And also brings Madagascar back. Meanwhile, in the Americas, Cuba is once again invaded. The Dominican Republic is also invaded, Nicaragua and Venezuela. And Bolivia is forced to join the war in case Venezuela retrieves itself. Meaning that there's only one thing that happens now. Russia to be invaded. Quickly, the blue side takes over Russia, and some random guy ended up killing Putin. And with that, the entire world is on the blue side again. So, after Russia was taken, communism was completely gone in this world now. And then, although after all of the stuff that had happened, after all of what happened on this planet, the Earth has finally retrieved itself again. Thank you guys for watching the video. I really appreciate it, and with this, okay, so with this, I will make an animated short about this entire video. So yeah, be prepared for that. Anyways, see you guys in the next video.